anticipation of a terrific clash we have ahead. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Pittsburgh's offense will go to work first. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh,
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell QB might have been a little too excited, forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Boston College will send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just breaks into the open. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The inside handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. A quick pass to the left. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Great place to start for this offense. The give on the option. Plows through the defense. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Golden Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Running back searching for a hole. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Nebraska was able to come away with the win as they had so many times there in Lincoln, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll keep it himself. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're... this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Adams. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. We've reached a break. Boston College has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Got his man in the middle. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Golden Eagles come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun on third down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Adams. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
He'll try to pop the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll do it himself. There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on first and 10. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
So now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Adams. Quarterback extends the play. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense finally got some momentum going their way. The offense has had some success. Now you got them in the perfect situation, predictable situation, third and long passing situation. Now I'm going to get my speedsters on the field and get ready to rush the quarterback.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll start this drive firing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Creates a little room. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Looking downfield, it's Adams. Grabbed in the backfield, it's gone. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Pitt pushing the pace. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 3rd down play from the gun. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. No good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Boston College will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Got a man. It's Goff. Across the 25. He's got room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Balkinson. Turning it on. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Field goal is good. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On target over the middle. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. The give to the single back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Adams. Going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. They take the lead with the 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Give to the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Gonna run it. It's gone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Adams. Grab near the sticks, it's Robinson. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Quickly complete. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the
point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
To the ground. He's got it again. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Pitt! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Sends it back in motion. He'll start this drive going to the air. Takes the easy completion. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Boston College wants to play fast.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finish. They're playing to the end of the game with great effort, creating a takeaway to ice.
Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'll run the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
Tripped up for the tackle. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's kind of what this... has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No